In this video, we'll show you how to get started with the eeZeeTrip app. The eeZeeTrip app is available for any iOS device, iPhone or iPads, or any Android device. So the first thing you need to do is grab the eeZeeTrip app from the relevant app store, iTunes or Google Play if you're on Android. This is a free app, and once you've installed it, the first thing to do is to create your eeZeeTrip account. So click the Create Account button, and then enter your email address and password that you want to use for eeZeeTrip. Once you do this and click Account, you'll be sent an email with a verification link in it. So look out for that in your email, and once you've tapped the verification link, you're good to go. You can now log in with your email address and the password that you set up when you created your account. eeZeeTrip will keep you logged in, so you don't need to log in each time you use the application. The first thing to do once you're logged in is to go to the settings, the little cog at the top left, and then tap Link a Person. Your school would have provided you a letter with a code for your pupil or pupils, and you enter this code into the activation code box and tap Link. If you've got more than one pupil, you can just repeat that process for the second pupil. You can also, in your settings, manage your emergency number. And there's a couple of other things in settings which we'll come back to later. So once you've got your account created and your pupils are linked, you will then start receiving notifications from the school regarding events and activities. So here's an example where we're off to Chester Zoo. The school has published this activity, and the parents of the pupils on that particular event get a notification from eeZeeTrip on their phone and a little badge on the eeZeeTrip app icon if you've got the settings, notification settings set up. So once you get a notification, just tap into eeZeeTrip. The app opens in the Events tab at the bottom, and you can see that Chester Zoo is marked with an orange question mark indicating that it needs a response. You can see any description and the requirements that the school have entered. You can also add this to your calendar on your phone by clicking the Add to Calendar option at the top, and you can choose in this case that yes, you're happy for Doyle to go to Chester Zoo. So just tap yes and confirm answer, and when it says on record, that means the school has received your decision. If there's any payments, you can just tap the Add to Basket item and a little red icon appears in your shopping basket. Just tap on the shopping basket and pay for the activity. You can pay for multiple activities in a single transaction, and you can use any credit card or debit card or Apple Pay or Android Pay on Android devices. I'm going to use Apple Pay here. Once you make a payment, you will get an email receipt to say that you've paid for that particular activity, and the payment will also be shown in your online payment history, which we'll see in a little while. And that's it. So we said yes to Chester Zoo and made the payment, and we're all good to go. Any items marked with a red pound sign mean that there's some outstanding money to be paid for. And again, it's exactly the same process. You could tap into the activity and then pay for that activity. Along the bottom, we have other tabs. So the repeating tab shows any regular activities such as breakfast clubs or after school clubs that the school is running. And you can pay for these upfront as before. The meals tab, if your school's using eeZeeTrip to take school meal payments, it's exactly the same process. You just can pay for a number of meals in a single transaction. And the messages tab are any other messages that have been sent from the school. Unread messages have a orange circle, and you can just tap into them and read the message. So these are separate from your text messages, so they don't get all muddled up with your friends' text messages and text messages from school. If we could just go back to the settings, we can add medical notes for our children. These medical notes can be of various types. We can have dietary, medication, allergies, or anything else that you want the school to be aware of regarding your child's health. As I say, also in settings, we have the online payment history. So this shows any payments that you've made through eeZeeTrip get logged in the online payment history. So you can quickly check if you've paid for items and have a record of the exact date and time that you paid for a particular activity. If the school issues refunds, these are also shown in the online payment history. And again, as with payments, with refunds, you get an email receipt to say you've been refunded as well. So just to recap, items that have a red pound sign means that there's some money owing. Ticks indicate that you've said yes to a particular activity. If any items the school has set up are set to be paid by instalments, when you click add to basket for that particular activity, you'll be offered a choice to pay an instalment that the school has chosen, a custom instalment, which can be any amount that you want to pay, or you can make the full payment in one transaction. Again, the payment process is exactly the same, gets put in the shopping basket, and you can pay with a card or Apple Pay or Android Pay. So that's about it for eeZeeTrip. I hope you'll see that it is pretty easy to use. And thank you very much for watching.